Welcome to Jackal Racing's cover of the Texas double points race. I'm AJ Schlotterbeck, that's AJ Jones, and we also have Jake here. Jake, good square on pole. Do you think it's going to be more of the same that we've seen recently?
Yeah, goodsquare's been super strong. I think he's got a very good chance at pulling this one.
All right. And AJ,
Yes.
we're here for this race completely on schedule. We're not late at all.
Oh,
So-
definitely not. We didn't wait 20 minutes.
Do you think that in this field there's anyone who's really going to be a step above the rest? I think Good Square's got a really good chance. He's on pole. He's, out front, qualified well. But do you think that this field has anybody who's going to come from deep? Like in recent weeks, we've seen guys come from deep and put on good performances.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Brian Nass's space. I don't know about you, but I want to hear
Brian
your
Nass's space in his home race. Yes. Hometown, like, I don't know, whatever. Trainwreck is pretty good. He's been pretty good all season, like especially quite recently. Commander Remy, always somebody to look out for, and yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, Commander
ChrisBaldPaul
Remy
also.
Yeah, ChrisBaldPaul. Now that we've named most of the field, I
Yes.
have somebody who nobody is going to predict will win, but I actually think it's a good chance. Smart
Who's that?
better. Rolling off second. He's in a car that looks absolutely sick. It's the Richmond Brad Keselowski scheme, but on a Ryan Blaney car. I don't know when Blaney ever ran that. If somebody knows, then please tell me. But that is just a hot car, and I always say that if you have a hot car, then you're going to drive like you have a hot car. And I think that guy is going to drive like he's got a hot car. Rolling off second, I feel like he's got a real good chance of doing some good things here.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I think Brian coming from deep in the field is going to cause multiple massive accidents, and he may give himself a chance of doing that as well.
Yeah, he's a little dangerous.
Little.
He's more on the aggressive side, you know.
Yes, and he knows it. He will use the chrome horn in every corner on every lap if he wants to, and he does want to. That is kind of his style.
Oh yeah.
See, I think that Brian's got a decent chance. I mean, as good of a chance as somebody rolling off dead last ever would have.
Wreck the whole field and win. I mean, as good a chance as anyone.
Yeah, he's going for the Stenhouse strategy. I enjoy that. I'm a big fan of Stenhousing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, AJ has seen my NR races. He can attest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He used to officiate me in Hines. You can really attest. So, yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting race. 177 miles, 177 laps. I don't know how many miles it comes out to.
255 miles, I think.
Yeah, 255 miles exactly.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's a lot of laps. That's going to be a long one. But it's double points, apparently. I don't know why it's double points. I'm actually kind of shocked this race is happening. I thought Roblox broke tank chassis for the last time, and they're just going to be dead.
Everything's bigger in Texas, I guess.
Yeah. Especially the chances of the race not happening, but thank God that, I guess, he figured something out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I actually forgot these cars were tank, I'm not going to lie. It's because of the mesh cars, all that tech, and they're still running on it's basically tank chassis.
Basically.
Yeah, we'll be going green here soon. What I wanted to do is get like a feature where you talk to somebody before the race and
I think that's a good idea.
have a little video promo. And I was going to work on that right before the race. We could just throw them together. Unfortunately, my alarm that was supposed to go off an hour before the race did not work. So we're just going to have to pretend that we have a video promo and talk about somebody we like. So who wants to talk about somebody?
I don't really... I mean, I could talk all day about Commander Remy. I mean, he's one of my favorite drivers in road racing right now. For like a year.
Go for it.
He's really good.
Talk my ear off about him. Let's see what the fans at home know about him.
Commander Remy, he's a clean driver. Always apologetic, kind of like me, I guess. He's a good... Well, I'm not a good driver, but like Commander Remy is. He's like me, but if he was good, you know what I mean?
he was my teammate in ours car.
Yeah, Commander Remy, I haven't heard it. I didn't hear of him until like, I don't know, like last year. at some point when I was doing Bira, when I was broadcasting Bira, and yeah, he's like really good.
Yeah, you like that guy in Beer almost to the point of it being a comedy. It was hilarious.
Yes, it was a comedy.
But every time that you picked him to win, I'm pretty sure he had like 100% win rate when you picked him in Bira. Like he was very, very good over there when you picked him to win.
Yeah.
So AJ and Jake, we'll hear your picks to win now. Who are they?
You know, I've always liked Creams, or Creasem, however you want to pronounce it. I've raced with him a bunch during testing with Icky, and overall, I think he's a really good driver. And I tested with him on Texas, I believe. Oh, sorry, Chicagoland, and these are the same setups as Chicago. And he did pretty good there. I think he has a pretty good chance at getting close to winning.
All right. That was a rare, educated guess from the Jackal booth. I'd like to commend you, Jake.
Yes.
I would have to say that as well. I think Creasem, he's pretty good on tracks like this from what I've seen, as we get the 2 to green call. I believe it's probably going to be Creasem or the guy rolling off second, Smart Coder again. He's got a lot of speed, and I think he's definitely got a chance of winning this thing. I think it wouldn't be too big of a stretch to say that this is probably his best chance to win a Jackal race, you know, just looking at it from the starting grid in a while.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to be going green here in just a moment.
Yeah, he did a great job during qualifying, getting himself right in that second spot.
Now, a couple of surprising qualifying places. Trainwreck's pretty far back. And Creasem, who you were just talking up about having a pretty good chance in this one, he's actually really far back. He's rolling off third to last. Do you think that having to cut through traffic's going to be hard to do here, or do you think it's going to be pretty easy? I haven't seen much of the racing, so.
I think it'll be relatively easy. You got a lot of lanes to choose from. Some people may decide to go high, some may go low, but either way, you're gonna find that lane that works for you, and really get moving.
All right, and here they come off of turn 4 for the first time today. Coming to the green flag, good square. It's a good jump on the inside line. They go 3 wide for second. They fan out. Almost 4 wide now for a moment.
Wow.
The 21
they are
gets
4
stuck
wide.
4 wide.
They are.
Jeez, Louise, a bit early for that. They make it work though.
Risky.
Good square. That's what he wants to see. Everybody gets 4 wide. He can just start laying down hot laps out here.
Yeah, once he starts pulling away, it's not gonna look good.
ChrisBaldPaul gets up on his bumper though, but Good Square will lead the first lap. As they come to the line, everybody makes it through the first lap all right. The lap counter is a little bit messed up, but the leader is currently Good Square. Good Square no longer leading. I guess it took us a half a lap to actually jinx somebody. ChrisBaldPaul goes to the front.
Chris got really aggressive there, decided to bump him out of the way into the wall.
Now, do you think Good Square's one to reciprocate that kind of behavior, or do you think he's just going to try and get back? Oh, yeah, I guess he is. He door bangs Chris.
Pumping.
Chris pinching him really
Joel
hard here.
Through the middle of the field, getting the pit limiter, I believe.
Wow, 3 right up here in front.
Oh, they're still touching each other on the back straightaway. Good save there by Good Square. Is it too early for this stuff, boys?
Oh yeah, it's way too early.
Oh yeah. I always say, keep conserved calculated moves in the beginning stages. This is usually behavior to at the end. I would expect this at the end, not the beginning.
But doesn't this always happen? They're always getting aggressive out at the gate, and then they calm down a little bit.
Well, there's always, this urgency at the start, because you want to get as many positions on the initial start as possible. But at the same time, you don't want to, wreck on the initial start, have to go all the way back to 10th place.
Looking like Joel going through the infield once again.
Yes, and Trainwreck's having some issues. He got hung out to dry, and he can't seem to make the high side work right now. He just dropped another spot. He went from 3rd all the way back to 5th now in 1 lap. And he's probably going to go all the way back to 6th unless he can pinch down a Good Square hard enough. Good Square turns to 12, though, and they're wrecked. Big ol' spin in turns 3 and 4.
No caution, though.
No caution, though. Smart Coder just got turned by Good Square there. Hopefully we can get a replay. If we can't, that's fine, but It looked like he just got turned pretty hard there.
Yeah, I don't think it was goodsquare's fault. I think Coder came down into him, not realizing he was on his left rear quarter panel.
I think they were just getting really bunched up there. It all got stuck together. And that makes it kind of hard to, you know, make the move properly.
Yeah.
And they were 3 wide on the bottom. It wasn't like they were 3 wide top, middle, and bottom. They were all kind of jumbled up there on the bottom. And then once they started getting strung out again, there was a stack up, and goodsquare kind of had nowhere to go. That's a tough scene, though, for, you know, Smart Coder, who would have fancied his chances earlier today, but now he's got worn tires, and he's going to have to do a lot of climbing to get back into the front of this field.
Yeah, you gotta be looking for a caution, too. That'll save you.
Man, Trainwreck looking down the inside of Commander Remy.
And he's going to get him here if he beats him back to the gas. Yep, he does. So Trainwreck making backup spots. I feel like the bottom's stronger right now. Like, quite a bit.
Yeah, people aren't really figuring out the top or the middle as much as the bottom. Bottom is tried and true.
I think if you got a line together, three or four cars, did some pushing, you would actually be able to make some
I feel like there's so much off throttle time, though, that maybe it'd be hard to... I mean, on the straightaways, yeah, having some draft help helps, but in the corner, I almost feel like you want to have some clean air. You know, be able to move around. As you look at this full front pack, pretty good move being put on the 11 here by goodsquare. Can't quite get around him. Right now, he's just trying to get to his inside quarter panel. If he can get to the left quarter panel, it seems like you can pass the guy pretty easily at that point, because the shorter way around is so much faster right now. goodsquare is going to go to the high side, though, try and get a run off. And he's going to have a pretty good run here, but it's not going to help him too much. It's not going to be enough to get to the 11. You see, a lot of these guys seem to almost be getting loose on entry. Do you think that's going to hurt the tires and maybe hurt them in the long run? Because it seems like a lot of these guys are wiggling as they get into the corner.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely slipping up a little bit. Trainwreck there, catching some drifting, a little drift action, but it's definitely going to start to affect them once they get really low. Like looking at Sleesher, he's at 94% right now. Once that drops below 90, some people might just start turning.
And goodsquare really working on the 11 here still, as the battle for the lead is going on between ChrisBaldPaul and Sleesher. And Sleesher's pretty patient. He'll be willing to wait here for a while. goodsquare's still trying to make the move for 4th. They're going to be 2 wide coming towards 3 and 4. goodsquare's got the inside line. I think he's going to make the pass here in 3. No, he gets loose under the 11. 11 pinching with all he's got. Has to wash up on corner exit. It's a good run off, though. Still got beat to the gas by the car on the inside. That does not help you if you're on the outside. You want to be the first one to the gas. 11 does a little bit of a crossover move, gets underneath goodsquare again. There's a battle for 2nd as well. Trainwreck trying to get inside of Sleesher. So good battles for 2nd and 3rd right now. And it looks like, for now at least, Trainwreck files back in behind Sleesher. Sleesher misses the exit of the corner, though. That's going to get Trainwreck right back into 2nd position. Moves back up in front of the 21 here. And clears him coming into turns 1 and 2. And Sleesher again on the bottom, though. You see, you got to get right back in front of him. I feel like Trainwreck's got to be a little bit more aggressive once he gets past him. You just, you know, close that door on him. Otherwise, you're going to get crossovered all the way home, you know?
Yeah, got to be careful for that. And you got to be watching for that crossover.
They're still 2x2 coming out of the turns 3 and 4 into the tri-oval. 48 car on the high side. He's not going to have much of a run in this corner here. He tried to do that little thing where he's tapped the brakes a little bit, I think, on entry. Get the car rotated, and that worked right there. Got him underneath. Absolutely smoked the tires, though. You can tell how hard these guys want 2nd right now. I think they want to be in 2nd so they can start running down the leader. But, you know, you don't want to be watching someone run down the leader. You want to be the one running down the leader. So, looks like finally they may have this deal settled. This Trainwreck with a really nice move on him there. And I think he's going to pull away. No, he's oh, we got a car spinning in the background. That's Commander Remy up into the wall. Keeps it just about straight.
No, Commander Remy.
And that was goodsquare. It looked like, to me, it was just some side-to-side contact entering the corner. No caution. We stay green. And here we have a replay that is being prepared, so we will show that as soon as we are ready. Right now, Trainwreck still 2 wide with the 21, and ChrisBaldPaul loves to see this. He's checking out.
Oh yeah, he's going to be pulling away.
And Trainwreck gets back up in front of the 21 again on exit. It looks like finally he may have this settled. I mean, every time we said that, though, there's been a huge sin coming from the 21.
Here's the replay.
Yep.
Big gap.
That is not the replay.
That is not the replay. I don't know what that was. I think, was that just the 80 car running laps?
That was just 80.
Yeah. We should talk about him since he was on the screen.
Yeah, Shulk is doing not that good, I don't think.
Okay, here's the actual replay.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, let's see it here. I think he's gonna pull away. No, he's...
What?
No, we got a car. Yeah, it looks like they just got together in the background. Not much you can say there. I don't think the goodsquare drove through him intentionally or anything.
I would say
got together.
I would say that's classic Texas. Classic Texas wreck.
Yeah. Two guys trying to go for the bottom on entry. We got a huge amount of smoke on the high side in turns 1 and 2.
I wonder what happened there.
No idea what the cause of that was. It was a big cloud of smoke. I don't see it on the stream. Do you guys see it?
I did see it for a second.
Yeah. Not sure what happened there. Nobody in the field appears to be on like burnt tires except for Trainwreck. Because Trainwreck's just sending it in like a beast. And he's starting to run down ChrisBaldPaul right here, guys. Now, they're about halfway on fuel, I believe. I think they can go about 20 more laps, maybe. Maybe a little bit less, but pitting at Texas is always hard. Is there anything you guys are going to look out for when guys enter the pits about, like, maybe strategies to shave every 10th off without spinning it around or speeding?
Well, considering that the lower your tires are, the more slick you are, you don't want to have your tires be too low, or else you're going to be doing what Commander Remy's doing and sliding up into the wall and losing time.
But that really isn't his fault. He got into the wall because of goodsquare. So
I don't know if he closed the door on goodsquare or just got turned there. I mean, I looked at the replay and I couldn't. It just looked like they got into each other. It's a tough scene, you know. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Tough scene indeed.
Also, Trainwreck is really starting to run down ChrisBaldPaul here. He's got another, 20th of a second shaved off. And there's still a cloud of smoke off of 3 and 4, or off of 1 and 2. It'd be nice if somebody could go figure out what the heck that is.
Yeah, the safer barrier's on fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough scene. Juan Papa Montoya's up to his shenanigans again.
we gotta look at tire percentage, because some of these guys are already below 8.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's just not good.
I mean, just look at Commander Remy. He's all the way down in 77% after getting spun by goodsquare.
When do you think he's gonna come in? Because if it keeps dropping, he's gonna spin.
He's gonna have to try and outlast this entire run. But Trainwreck is actually on slightly better tires right now than ChrisBaldPaul. Chris had to push very early in the race to get out front. And Trainwreck, I'd say he's been conserving, but he has not been conserving. There's no way in hell he's been conserving the way he's driving this car. But he's got enough horses under his seat that he can really make it work even with some slightly worn tires. And having a little bit of better rubber than ChrisBaldPaul is going to make the difference if he gets to him, I'm sure. This is going to be an absolute tire race.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's really trying to run down Chris here, but he's having a hard time.
I want to acknowledge that someone pit under the radar at the very beginning of the race. It was Joel Musa, and he took tires. But I have to acknowledge the fact that goodsquare hasn't pit at all. But you look at Joel Musa, and they almost have the exact same tire percentage.
Mm-hmm. Joel
what
Musa
does it say
also
about lines?
he got the limiter at the start of the race as well, I believe. I don't know if he actually got tires.
I don't think he got it.
He got the limiter. That's what the complaint was, and he.
Oh really?
Back on the lead lap. Did he actually get servicing?
He got.
Okay, so he got
tires
service.
and fuel. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what he's doing to his tires back there in P last, but
I don't know.
Really not good.
Yeah, just the more aggressive you are, and I think he's throttling a lot more in the corner than most people. And he's
sometimes
definitely
you can kind of lose touch with the way you drive the track when there's not cars around you.
That's a good point.
Especially on a big track. I guess it doesn't really happen on short tracks. But on a big track like this, you can sometimes just kind of lose touch of your line when you don't have, cars around you to watch what they're doing, see how they're moving around. And as the track changes or the tires change, which causes you have to drive the track differently, you're going to have guys move around differently, but you're not going to be seeing that. So you're going to be kind of on your own when it comes to how to drive the track and what's better. And as we're getting down below 400 on the fuel, so it might be time for pit stops here soon.
Yeah, the lowest is Brian NASA with 270.
Mm-hmm. Poor Brian. I don't know how he's using like 300 more fuel than everybody else, but poor man.
I saw somebody with 700. He's been conserving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was Joel. Never mind. He's just got more fuel than everyone else. Oh, and Smart Coder goes around.
Yeah,
he saved it though.
Keeps it straight pretty well though.
Yeah.
Now, since he's already going slow, this might be the right time to pit for him. We'll see about that. But he's gonna have to come all the way back down to 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think I would pit here.
He's not pitting here. He's just gonna go straight on and keep on trucking. Commander Remy gets put in the middle 3 wide by the 9 and the 88. Washes up. And they're wrecking. We got 2 cars around in turn 1. We got a car up in the air almost. And that is not ideal. The caution will come out.
That is perfect for those guys on low tires.
I don't even think that was on the stream. Dang, that was...
Man, I don't know what the heck happened. I wasn't looking.
So they got stuck in the middle 3 wide and they just kind of wrecked. Can we get some camera work up in here, please? I beg you. I am sure I am the only person in this server besides the guys involved in the wreck who saw that.
I saw it. It was awesome.
So that's a nice. That car nearly caught air too. He got the air underneath him as he got sideways.
They bunched up. That was the problem.
Yeah.
It's like almost everyone's gonna come in right here.
Yeah.
Yep, whole field. I'm sure pretty much everyone's gonna take full fuel and tires. Or full fuel.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to go on this pit stop. I don't think anybody really messed up their entry too badly.
Yeah, no, they look all good.
Yeah, a couple of guys were a little bit slow, but it's better to be slow than overshoot your box and get a penalty.
Chris might get a penalty. I can't tell. I can't tell.
Everybody comes off. The leader off pit road is going to be that Ford machine, ChrisBaldPaul. Now, why would he get a penalty for? I don't think he did anything wrong.
His tire might have been outside the pit box. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Would have been real nitpicky to call that. I don't know. We'll see,
yeah,
though.
it was close.
We've seen some close pit calls here before.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if this is one of those. And Trainwreck says he might be limited.
That's not good.
But it looks like everybody got full service. goodsquare has significantly less fuel than everyone else in pit. So maybe he did not get a full tank? Maybe? He's on 1370, everyone else is on 1500.
Maybe he just took half.
Maybe, I don't know. Joel Musa spins into the pit lane for some reason. Guess he's getting the limiter.
But what's going to be interesting is seeing these guys who at the beginning actually play a part.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of these guys are going to be back up in the group for the first time. I mean, Smart Coder, he's got a fast car with him, and he's been driving real well. He's just got to get up there.
And Joel Musa as well.
Yeah. And we haven't even seen Joel Musa. I don't think he's been on the stream yet. I think the first time he was on the stream was when he was spinning under caution.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that he might have a chance to do some things here. I mean, we don't know how fast he is, really. I don't have lap times up, but he's certainly got some chances to do good things.
Yeah, for sure. Other AJ.
Yeah.
So, this applies to first AJ as well. Yes, first and second AJs. I know, right? We have 2. But anyways, judging by the current standing of the field and watching everybody race, has your predictions changed at all?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, Trainwreck is up there as I thought. Commander Remy's there also. But I don't know. Like Shulk, I didn't expect him to be this far up the field. Like, I guess he was in 6th, but like, I don't know.
I think Smart Coder's still got a shot. He's starting to last right now, but he's going to have that draft, and that might give him a slight advantage. So we will see what happens here as they come to the restart zone. On the inside, ChrisBaldPaul outside, 27 a good square. And the green flag is out. BaldPaul gets off to a really good start. It's going to come up to the high side. Good square in the grass.
Oh.
Shuffles all the way up to the wall. That stacks everybody up. Good square blocking quite a bit on that restart there. Gets shoved out of line, gets loose. With 3 wide for last. Oh, and Smart
he hits
Coder
the
goes
wall.
around. Smart Coder goes around, keeps it somewhat straight though. And now Remy is going to force it 3 wide on the bottom, shoves him up the track. And the leader you can see in front is just completely checked out on these guys already. He's got a huge lead. And 1 lap into the run.
Because he smacked the wall there.
Yeah. And now the 88 gets sideways. I mean, everyone's sideways. They're all really overdriving this car on corner entry, just trying to get every little bit of grip they can. And sometimes you will break traction when you're right on the edge of it. And that's what's happened here on Remy. On
Slide
cue with
job.
a great save. That was a nice save from your boy there, AJ. That was incredible.
Yeah, he is a real man.
And he got sideways and blocked the guy behind him. That was a double whammy. You look cool as hell, and you also keep the position.
He's going to do
He
it
gets
again.
tapped on the quarter panel.
No, I can't see through. Oh,
Wow, just look at that.
according to ticker
You see
trainer.
the run Remy guy out of there. That was insane.
Here we have a replay. See, look how sideways he gets and then gets right back on that throttle, keeps it going.
Good square in the wall.
Yep, he's going to lose a lot of speed there. I think he lost a couple spots as well. Now the 21 really trying to work on the 11. He wants that spot real bad, it looks like. These guys are racing each other really hard for fellow Toyotas.
Smart Coder in the wall again, unfortunate.
Yep, and ChrisBaldPaul has actually lost a little bit of time compared to these guys. I think these guys are all tucked together. Gives themselves a
Oh,
little bit
Creams
more
and
speed.
Joel. Joel's going to collect
Oh no,
Creams.
the 21. Oh, he's not going to save this.
man.
Oh, he does.
He did. Kind
Wow,
of.
great save there. He was completely sideways both ways, jerks it back, and is able to keep the spot. Meanwhile, good square door banging here for 3rd place with the 21 car. Excuse me, 4th place. 5th place. Dang, these guys have gotten shuffled back further than I thought. Good square gets under him, gets the position. As ChrisBaldPaul is just completely checked out on everyone else. Good race here for position in the pack. I think everyone else in the front's kind of strung out here a little bit. Having a little bit of a hard time. And good square trying to make up time through the field. His tire's already down to 93%. Now, I'm an absolute certified hot lapper. I push every lap, so I have no idea how this works. Tire wear. How do you manage tire wear while also managing to go fast? It's certainly not doing what the 41 just did. But like,
Oh, yeah.
how do you guys manage tire wear when you're trying to also race guys around you? When you're like maybe behind on tire wear, how do you get back ahead?
You just don't push as hard. You can't. I mean, you might lose some time, but it's what you got to do to make up for the tire wear.
Now, does that mean getting off the
fine
throttle
line.
a little bit earlier in the corner? Does it mean not pushing
Yeah.
as hard on exit? Or
Not pushing as hard throughout the middle of the corner, because I know a lot of guys try and do that. They try and tap the W, and you lose a lot of fuel by doing that.
All right. This is why we need color commentators, because I'm absolutely clueless on all the actual bits of racing. All I know how to do is push the guy in front of me into the corner so he washes up. That's how I have all my wins on this platform.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what you gotta do.
Winning strategy. We've seen that in Jackal a couple times. Seen it a couple times this race. Just push the guy in front of you up the track.
Oh yeah.
Give him the old chrome horn. Good square is still trying to pass the 21 here. Gives him a bump on corner. We were just talking about that. He just gave him a bump on corner entry. He got the spot, and now Joel Moose is sideways. Gonna save it.
Smart
See, a lot of guys
around
getting
again.
sideways. Watch the 21 to try and get a crossover here on Good Square. Good Square on the bottom. And the 21 just gets a little bit checked up on exit. Joel Moose spins again on exit again. He's having a tough time right now.
See, once you spin
around, it's a
once.
9 car.
There goes Good Square.
Ah.
Now Good Square as well in the wall separately.
See, once you
Oh,
spin
man,
once,
smoke.
it's just a
Contact up
cycle.
there. Shulkin, and
Oh.
who is that?
Shulk and Sleesher.
21? The Sleesher, yeah.
And Kreisum's tires are destroyed right now as Good Square gets pushed up the track. Things are getting real racy
Unfortunate.
here, boys.
Very unfortunate for Kreisum. I was really looking at him for for a good race, you know?
I have no idea what happened either. He just seemed to go around. Good Square's got a huge run off the top. 41 with a little bit of a late block. That was late. Oh, now blocks him coming into the corner. Good Square's going to get the wall. That was a pretty stupid move from the 41 there. He was not clear whatsoever and comes up and blocks the guy.
Yeah, he's being very dangerous.
Yeah, it's too early to be pulling stuff like that, man.
Yeah, if I were Shulk, I would not want to be on his. Well, if I was Sleesher.
Oh my goodness,
there
man!
goes.
He's getting everybody out here. What a missile! I feel like that's topical right now.
He wants blood.
He does. Joel Moose is getting worked on hard here by the 21. Everyone just wants to get around him. I wouldn't be surprised if they put him around if he doesn't just get out.
I want to blame Sleesher for doing it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, at a certain point, you know, he's killed these other two guys. I don't want to be next.
Well, Good Square's coming back.
Good Square is going to have to really work to get around these guys because they are stalled out on the bottom.
Oh, up in the front, ChrisBaldPaul stalled out. Lost
and here comes Commander Remy getting to the lead for the first time. AJ, that's your pick, as always, and he gets to the lead. ChrisBaldPaul gets a crossover back under him. They're currently 3 wide back for 4th. But
man, here comes Trainwreck also.
Yeah, the lead change was temporary as ChrisBaldPaul got back in front of Remy.
You know, these three guys have been super consistent this entire time. ChrisBaldPaul, Remy, and Trainwreck, they've all been in the top 3 for a while.
Yeah, Trainwreck's racing really hard here. Trainwreck's actually going for the lead, goes underneath before. Can't quite get it.
Trainwreck drove it in hard on that corner.
And he's got a good run off the corner. He's got a really good chance here. Joel Moose is still blocking back for 4th as well. And they're 3 wide. Oh my goodness. That was really tight. Good Square is going to get past him.
Good Square chose the grass.
And we have a caution.
What happened? Oh, it's Brian Ness's space in the wall.
Brian Ness's space brings out the yeller. Upside down and turns 3 and 4.
Don't want to hit him. I bet somebody does it though.
Somebody's going to hit him. And no, everybody has avoided him so far. And Good Square.
Oh no, Good Square, you're better than that. Oh no.
And he destroys his tires.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Gosh.
Even the best sometimes make really freaking stupid mistakes, and that was one of them.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Runs into a parked car. Red flag in the air now. And everybody is slowed and stopped in the back straightaway. So Brian Nass's pace got up and over. And that puts him a lap down now as the red flag flies. So any reflections on the racing we saw? It was really hard compared to the first run. So, like anything that you guys saw in there that was interesting to you?
It was interesting how the front 3 broke off and that middle 4, instead of trying to work together, we're all just battling each other.
That isn't. I don't think that's the right thing to do at this rate. At this point, you need to work together to get to the front.
And we're going to be pitting this time here. And we'll see if any of these guys have any pit lane disasters.
Well, a lot of them have a lot more fuel than last time. So, I think
the 88 is just having a terrible pit stop. He
backwards.
Missed his spot. Now he's backwards. Is that legal?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know if pitting backwards is legal, but that Orion Motorsports car, he is to the back for...
As long as you're in your pit stall. Well, I guess not.
Yeah, no, well, the issue is, well, he went through about 18 boxes to get there. Then he went backwards and pit backwards as well. So Shulk with a very messy pit stop. And we are back to caution running here.
Brian Naspace did not take fuel.
Yeah, I'm
not sure what he's doing there.
I think he might just not care anymore. He's so jaded. He's such an old geezer and he's so jaded. He just don't care anymore. He's, you know, the game asks him, "Do you want to put fuel in?" He says, "Ah, the hell with it. I don't care. Do what you want."
And he's coming back in.
Yeah, I think this
Did
time
he
he's going to
forget
take
his
fuel.
fuel?
I think he's realized the error of his ways.
Unfortunate.
Fortunate for him, unfortunate for us. I kind of wanted to see him stall out in front of the leaders while getting lapped. I thought that would have been really funny.
That would be pretty funny.
And I don't know why we're like 5 wide under caution, but we are, so that's fine. This is what not having a pace car does to your field. It's like IFAR pacing, man. There's some extreme pacing. And the front, I like how the front 4 are doubled up and no one else is. And here we go, guys. We'll begin to double up here. They're going to be going green this time. So Trainwreck's going to be leading here, AJ. And I don't know. Do you still think Remy's got a shot here?
He's just right
Remy
behind the
is
leader.
starting on the inside on road 2, so yeah, I think he has a shot to take the lead right here.
Yeah, I feel like he's got a pretty good chance, but you saw right there, he took a lot of side-to-side contact. That slowed him down quite a bit.
Good
Square
square.
shoots off into the wall at the back. Keeps it straight, though.
Chris took off on that start. He's way
Mhm.
up there.
He got a real good jump on that start. And we got a nice move on Commander Remy for second. And now the order is going to be ChrisBaldPaul, Trainwreck, and then Sleesher. And Sleesher's making that back bumper real wide, and Remy's making that front bumper real hard. He kind of shoved him there on entry. Getting into the corner.
They're all just single file for now, which is very interesting. I don't think we've seen much.
And the 41 sends it on the 11. That's going to be sideways for both of them.
He was
And
smoking
they're going to go
cars
pretty
in
wide
the,
here. Fitzburg shoves
in the
it.
entrance there.
Yeah, the
Oh,
41
God.
sideways hit the apron transition there. That's what happened. That got him really sideways. Good square.
Oh,
just about there's
man.
the 11. What was that?
He got into the quarter panel of the 11 and just got loose.
Not loose, yeah.
Yeah. Not really his day, is it?
No, not really.
I was
So
really
not what
expecting
we
him to
usually
do a lot better.
Yeah. But
Bad
everybody
days
single
happen.
filed out. And Kreesum is back in the lead group, up running in 6th now. Pretty good recovery from him as good square sideways. He's having a rough run of it right now. His tires are all the way down at 95. Everyone else up at 98, 97. The 12 car goes around, spins in front of good square, slaps the wall real hard, and keeps it straight. It seems like a lot of these guys are really overdriving the car right now when they get in the corner and spinning. That seems to be what's happening to me. And
Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. They it's only lap 58. They really shouldn't be pushing too hard. But of course, they're going to be trying to get positions and causing wrecks in the process. It also doesn't help when good square is spinning out every lap, which I'm not sure what's causing that, but
There goes the 41 and the 11.
they'll collect a couple more.
yeah, and that'll be another caution here. And they race back to line, and Joel Musa has turned around the 88 car.
Wow.
And I'm not going to say that was intentional, but it did look to me like Joel Musa had a sudden loss of his S key getting into the corner.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets parked here.
I don't think he's going to get parked. I think that was. I don't think he was trying to wreck him. I think he's just trying to shove him out of the way and hit him way too hard. He ended up spinning himself because he lost so much speed hitting him. I don't know if the guy in front of him just checked up harder than he expected, or if he just wanted to get past him so bad he just turned him. I don't think it was out of spite. He ended up hurting himself more than he hurt the other guy, but still, that was a really aggressive move there. Hopefully we can get a replay of that. Joel Musa just clocked that guy.
Kreesum stays out. That's interesting. He's decided, well, I'd just pit.
Might as well. I don't know. I think it's actually probably a bad call to pit right now. I think we just pit like 3 laps ago. There's no reason to not stay out. I mean,
what's
the
the
fresher
deal?
tires will help you. I guess a lot of these guys did half spin or go all the way around. But even with that, I
Yeah.
don't see it being that big of a problem for a lot of these guys. I mean, good scores on, I think, like 95%. That's not too bad. I mean, he was spinning every half lap, but
Yeah, but what's the deal with? Yeah, what's the deal with that? With him spinning every lap? What's going on there?
yeah, I don't know. I think he was just trying to drive the car a bit too hard. And Commander Remy to the back. This is AJ will never recover from this.
Terrible.
It's very unfortunate. Yeah, it's another guy making a mistake on pit road. I mean, mistakes on pit road, I mean, you hate those as a driver, a crew chief, a team owner, anything, because, I mean, they're so minimizable. It's so easy to not cock up on pit road. Yet so many people cock up on pit road. And a lot of the times it can make the difference between who wins the race and who loses it. Those mistakes on pit road, not getting into your box right, taking the wrong amount of fuel or something, you know? There's so many things that can go wrong on pit road, but it's so easy to not have them go wrong that it kind of baffles me sometimes that people mess up so often in the pits. Because it's not really something people practice for this game, at least, too often, you know, just entering the pit. But I feel like it's something that could really help your craft if you took a little bit of time out and worked on it.
Yeah, it's important to learn. Because with Shulk, you saw how he was going through everybody's pit box to try to get to his. Not what you want to do.
So Kreisem will be the control car on this restart. Coming to the restart zone, green flag is out. Everybody bunches up behind him. 4 wide for a moment.
Oh.
And we're going to be wrecking here. Good square sideways. Keeps it straight enough. And they're wrecking at the back. Brian Nassa space up into the wall. He saves it.
It's like
And
they're
they're
okay.
3 wide for a second. Train wrecking to try and go for the lead here. He's going to dive down on the 9. Gets a little bit of bumper-to-bumper contact. That's fine. Can't quite get underneath him. Tried to kick it out on entry. Unable to. But here comes ChrisBaldPaul, who has been so good here today.
Oh,
Kreesem's off the wall hard. He spins back up in front of the grid.
man.
Oh, flipper.
Oh, my gosh.
Huge. Oh, jeez. Holy
Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wow.
Jeez.
That was a ride and a half.
Yeah.
was.
That is very unfortunate.
He
Can
was
we get a
spinning faster than
replay
Dead or
on
Alive
that?
down there. Jesus.
Can we get
That
a
was something.
replay?
Can we please get a replay of that? I hope we didn't miss that one. That was a nasty.
Jeez.
That just went from bad to worst.
Yeah,
to worst.
that was a bad restart. Apparently we have no replay.
No replay. Oh
No
my
No
gosh.
replay. Boo.
Can I sue my own employer for camera direction issues?
You may.
Thankfully, I do believe that the stream caught the wreck. So hopefully, if you want a replay, just move the slider back like around a minute and a half, and then come back. If you want a replay, just do that. We can't commentate on the replay, but you can commentate on the replay at home. You can do it for yourself. It's pretty fun. You should try it. Commentating's great. It's a great time. Just don't take my job. So AJ, after that wreck, you think these guys are going to tamper the aggression?
Huh?
You think these guys are going to tamper the aggression after that wreck on the restart right there, where they were 4 wide and then the guy ended up spinning on his roof?
I feel like they will kind of try and dial it down a bit. Nobody wants to be seeing that. It's not good for the product. It's not good for them. I mean, this is a double points race, so you could be gaining a lot of points here.
Mm-hmm.
You just really don't want to be that aggressive.
And I mean, you especially don't want to be the guy who gets caught out by that.
Yeah.
Because that, I mean, Chris, I mean, that was not. I don't know whose fault you can really say that wreck was. I think it was kind of
I'd say it
everybody.
was Joel's.
Joel Musa?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Joel Moose's fault, but I like blaming Joel for things, so
Yeah.
I'll go with you on that.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta go
aggressive
back
driver.
and look at it.
I mean, in the last 10 wrecks, he had. In the last 10 wrecks. In the last 10 laps, he has caused about 3 cars to get pitched in the outside wall, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he caused that one too. I love Joel, though.
Yeah, looking at it. Oh, well, you see Kreesem jumped up and spun off the wall, which I'm not sure how much of it was his fault, but then everybody just kind of clumped up there.
Mm-hmm.
and that sent Chris into the infield spinning, where we saw him turn into a rocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I gotta count how many times he spun. Hold on.
It had to be at least 10. And we're going green this time, by the way. Trainwreck on the outside, Sleesher on the inside. And Joel Musa is going to be in third. He's going to actually peak right away. And goodsquare muscles him down at the bottom of the track. 3 wide, though, for third. Almost 4. Joel holds the bottom. He's going to be able to hold that spot. Gets into second. Bumps Sleesher. He's going to have a good run off the corner. 3 wide. Trainwreck's got to run. Where does he take it? He goes low. He gets around. And Joel Musa, as always, capitalizing on chaos, gets up into the lead. We got a spinner at the back as well. It's ChrisBaldPaul. Gets it back straight into though.
Joel gonna lead a lap.
Oh man,
Goodsquare
there
in the
goes.
infield.
Grass. Has to keep his foot in it. And he does, and he's not going to lose very much spots or time. Comes back up and doesn't actually kill anyone. Trainwreck gets to the quarter panel of Joel Musa, though, almost turns him. Trainwreck wants through. He wants this lead real bad.
It is chaos, everybody.
He peeks to the outside. He's going to lose time here, but he's going to get a run off. Or not, he's going to get shoved up by Sleesher. He's going to lose the run.
Fine number lap.
Yeah. That was another chaotic restart. At least this time nobody went flipping into the inside wall.
As Brian goes into the outside wall.
Yeah, Brian's going to have something to say about that soon. He's heard that there's no flips yet. He's going to try and remedy that for us. Trainwreck, though, as we see a car going around at the back, that's Smart Coder again. He's having a bad day. I thought he was going to have a better race than this, but he's currently backed all the way 1 to last.
You know, that's what we said about Brian and ChrisBaldPaul. And they're all the way
And
back.
Trainwreck around. That was driver error. Smacks the outside wall. Is going to come back down. Nearly collects Remy. Everybody takes evasive action, and some of that evasive action leads to another wreck. Smart Coder around into the wall. And Brian NASA space. And that'll bring out the caution again.
Dang, terrible day for Brian NASA space.
Well, actually, that wreck does help me. He gained 1 spot off of it.
I do not care.
Dang. Cold-blooded, man.
I do not care. We do not care.
I mean, all he had to do was no break for a wreck and destroy everybody around him to get spot.
Does it surprise anybody else? Or does it not surprise anybody else that Joel's in the lead?
I mean, it surprises me because I would have thought he would have wrecked by now, but...
Nah, he just had to wreck everybody else.
Yeah, he's had to take everyone else out.
Just technically what he's been doing this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's working. It is working for him. The Brad Keselowski never lift strategy is working him wonders. As they all come down pit road here. Let's see
Brian
if
stays out.
Brian stays out. I guess he wants to lead a lap, but he doesn't actually get past the leaders, so he's going to have to stay out a second lap to lead one.
Just
And
go over the pace speed.
Yeah, no one really has messed up their pit stop. The 11's a little bit outside his box, probably nothing too major. The 4 car is on the line, and everybody's all good.
So, Sleesher gets out first, gonna take second, but he didn't take tires, and I don't think goodsquare did. Goodsquare nor Sleesher took tires, and everyone behind ChrisBaldPaul did take tires and fuel.
That's going to be interesting.
We'll see how that affects the field.
I like the call to not take tires for track position because they've been wrecking so much.
Well, middle of the race, and you still got a good, 100 laps to go or so.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth the risk. You're not going to be completely out of the race if you spin around. So.
Yeah. I think it's probably a good call here. We're going to be 2 wide on the start, and Brian NASA space. Scariest sentence in racing. Brian NASA space is the control car.
That is very scary.
As we have lost the stream, so we actually don't know what the fans are seeing now.
We didn't lose the stream. We just lost
Dang.
the Discord stream.
Discord stream is dead.
Oh yeah, his monitor was lagging. Technical difficulties during a Jackal racing race. It's never happened.
Until now.
But here, I like how you're actually trying to cover. I'm just being disparaging. But here comes Brian NASA Space. Gets to the gas right away. And he gets a really good launch, actually, for a car on such old tires. Everyone behind him stacks up. And now Brian's going to get caught 3 wide. Comes back down, blocks the 4. 4 car gets loose under the block. Good square sideways, though, into his teammate.
Wide.
Oh, no, the 21 goes around.
Sleesher.
And everybody's going to take evasive action.
Oh.
And everybody
man,
survived. Never mind, we got a car on the wall. And never mind, that's the big one.
That's
That is the huge
big
one at
one.
Texas. Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
And Brian NASA Space has actually managed to maintain the lead after a lap. I didn't think that was Brian's fault. I think Sleesher just got into him and got lit around.
Tell me we have a replay for that.
I hope we got a replay for that. That was a nasty, nasty wreck for a lot of those guys there. And especially
3, 4
nasty because they are
guys
going to have to pit
around.
now for tires. I mean, Sleesher down on 80% tires. Got a couple guys down here in 86, 87 range.
On the plus side, it worked out for Brian.
It worked out
'Cause
massively.
Everyone's gonna come down to the pits now, and he can take tires and not have to. Well, actually, Brian didn't pit at all, did he?
No, he did not pit, but he can pit now if he wants.
He can take tires and fuel.
And
Some-
that call worked out not too great.
Yeah,
He is going to gain.
he gained for sure. He was technically last from lap. What was it? 50 to
Yeah. And he's going to gain a couple spots
70?
here because the 88... Shulk missed the limiter. Went
Dang.
backwards all the way down pit lane after getting to his box and realizing he didn't have it. And now he's going to have to come all the way back down to his box to pit. I'm not sure what penalty that is, but I'm absolutely positive that is not what you're supposed to do in pit lane.
or Shulk.
Or Schultz just having a bad day out here, man. He's having a rough go of it. He's hit just about everything. His internet lagged right when he was pitting last time. He's just having a nasty, nasty day. And he finally gets service. He won't go lap down here under caution unless there's a penalty that forces him to lap down.
Joel going into the pits.
Mm-hmm. Don't know what that's about. Kind of a bad call, I think.
Might have missed his tires. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Oh yeah, he didn't get tires last time. We'll see if he gets them this time. Looks like he's going to get 4 fresh tires. I mean, he was down on 90%. I can understand. Yeah, you got 4 tires and topped off the tank.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. I mean, you're low on, your tires are a little bit worn out. And you missed them the first time. Might as well come back through a second time.
Yeah,
Tires
but gotta look at goodsquare here. 88% tires.
Yeah, he might stall out here on this restart. And it's going to be hard for everyone behind him to manage with because there's been these big stack-ups anyways. But here we go. Green flag's going to come out here for ChrisBaldPaul. And a huge run by SmartCoder on the outside. We were talking about him. I believe he's going to lead his first lap there. I don't think he got scored the leader, but I believe he was leading. And around goes Kreesum. Single car, though. No caution. And the front 2 have checked out on the pack, guys. I mean, look at this big old gap behind them.
Man, this battle for third
Yeah,
is
they're
heating up.
3 wide for 4th. And in the battle for the lead, SmartCoder is still working. Still hanging with the leader. Trainwreck has got 3rd pretty well in hand.
Chris was on the wall there.
Yeah, ChrisBaldPaul got the wall. That's going to hand a pretty sizable lead to SmartCoder now on lap 80 of 107.
Wide.
4 wide there for a moment. ChrisBaldPaul back to the bottom here. He's going to get into Trainwreck on the little bit of exit.
Oh, into the infield.
There goes
Don't flip
ChrisBaldPaul again.
Oh, and this time he's not going to flip. He's going to save it. Comes up and actually only loses 1 spot, but he is going to send around Sleesher. And that's going to cause a 4 wide.
Man, they're 4
And-
wide.
Oh,
There they
nearly,
go
and
again.
Into the inside wall hard.
Oh,
and now
man.
Brian and Remy too, as well as
This is
Shulk
devolved
and
into-
Joel.
This is
Oh my
chaos, and they're
goodness.
still crashing.
This is devolved into madness.
They
This
crashed all the
race-
way around the speedway, boys.
This
And they're
race
still
is
wrecking.
just, oh my goodness.
This race has evolved into a demolition derby, a Texas-sized demolition derby.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, there are twice as many wrecks and twice as many points, so it makes sense. And they're still running into each other. I feel like everyone's just running into Joel. I don't know why, but I feel like I'd do that too if I was on track. I'd run into Joel.
I mean, he runs into you. So
I'm in the booth and I feel like I'm going to get turned. So Smart Coder inherits the lead after all that. I don't know what the hell he's going to do here. I think he's probably not going to pit. I guess he will pit. Nope. There's a little fake out. So boys, if you're a driver in that call right now, and everyone just had a 90-car wreck in a 10-car race where you wrecked for almost 2 whole laps, what would you be telling the boys in the voice chat? What are you screaming at the top of your lungs right now?
probably, I'm probably screaming at Joel. Mostly Joel. Probably mostly Joel.
He didn't even cause that one.
Yeah, I'm just taking my anger out on Joel, just because.
Joel? No, I agree with that. AJ, what would you be doing? What would you be telling these boys in the voice chat right now?
Stop wrecking. Be smart. That's what I would be telling him.
I just be doing my best Kurt Busch impression.
Jump in the restart.
No, screaming at the top of my lungs. I love angry Kurt Busch. My favorite racing driver is Kurt Busch when he was all angry. So they're going to be coming to green this time, I believe. Everyone's caught up. There's no reason why they can't. They're doubling up at the front. So based on what we've seen on that last run, I feel like the leader has a pretty big advantage. Like, you get out in front of everybody, they're all going to wreck.
Yeah.
So
If you're not in the middle or the back of that pack, you're pretty much okay.
It seems like everyone bunches up around 3rd or 4th.
Uh-huh.
And that's what's causing all these wrecks. So I feel like if you're in the front 3, what you want to do is get a good restart, get a clean restart, get clean air almost immediately, and just start trying to run down laps. I mean, we're barely halfway through with this thing, so there are a lot of laps to run down still.
Yeah.
So I don't see any reason why these guys can't. As they come to the tri-oval. Smart Coder gets a good jump on the restart. Everybody else also does. 27's got a run, and they're wrecking again almost. One car gets the wall. He's going to let everyone by. Smart Coder maintains the lead on the restart. goodsquare gets into second. A little bit of bumping on Trainwreck. They're going to be 3 wide for 4th. But they're going to keep that position tidy. And goodsquare is going to try and shove it down the inside. Trainwreck still trying to make it stick. And ChrisBaldPaul gets turned by Joel Musa again. That was... And now
man,
they're stacking
there
up. Cars on
goes.
his
Come
side.
on, Remy.
Remy was on his side there. The leader's checked out here, but we are 3 wide back of the pack. Another car sideways. He keeps it straight at the end. And goodsquare is losing ground on the high side. Trainwreck trying to make a move at the leader. Sleesher trying to get past goodsquare. And I think goodsquare is going to try and come down here in front of Joel Musa. That's a dangerous place to be. And he gets back down in front of the 41. 41 tries inside of him, goes in the grass, misses the corner just about, gets a crossover move here on goodsquare. And we got a car in the wall at the back. It's the 88. There's so much action going on right now. Jeez Louise. Incredible. Trainwreck really trying to work on the 12 here. Goes to the high side, comes back down to the bottom, gets a good run off the exit. He's going to go high off the corner, comes back down to the bottom once again. Shulk is saying he doesn't appreciate this game. I wouldn't either if I was getting boned as hard as he is right now. And Smart Coder just can't quite get to the gas as strong as Trainwreck on corner exit here. Do you think that has something to do with his tires, or do you think he's just not getting to the power as early as everyone else?
I don't know.
It looks to me like he's just messing the throttle up on exit a little bit. And he's getting a fine run down the straightaway, but on corner exit, there's so much time gained on him. As we're going to go 3 wide for the lead here with Joel Musa, Trainwreck, and the 12. 12 nearly gets turned. He's got to choose who to block here. He can't block everybody. And the 41 gets back underneath him. 41
Terrible block.
sideways. Oh, we're 3 wide for second and third and fourth and fifth. It's the top 5 under a blanket here. Smart Coder's got a good half car length advantage, and 41 puts the bumper to him. He's going to get underneath him, but here comes the 4. ChrisBaldPaul. We're 3 wide on the bottom for the lead. And Trainwreck looking to make it 4 if he can get the run. Nowhere to go with it, though. 3 wide into 3 and 4 again. ChrisBaldPaul on the bottom. 21 car is going to try and shove it under here. Sleesher makes it 4 wide for a split second. There's a big cloud of smoke in front of him. They're going to have to watch out here. Sleesher underneath ChrisBaldPaul still cannot get the lead. Baldpaul holds the lead for another lap. And Trainwreck's around into Joel Moose.
Oh my
Everybody,
goodness.
3 cars, 4 cars involved now. And they are going to keep it green. Perhaps shockingly, as everybody's able to keep it straight. AJ, what the hell is all that?
I don't know. People just want to get the lead, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's single file now, so I guess we have a little bit of breathing time.
Yes, I was about to pass out there for a moment. I hadn't taken a breath in about 2 minutes. Now we got 2 cars in the wall, 3 cars in the wall. They're not keeping that straight. Caution is out. Good square is in it. I believe Brian Nassa space as well. And we have 2 more cars spin. 3 cars spinning in turn 4.
Oh my goodness! Why
Why are we
There's
wrecking on
oil.
race
There's
tracks?
oil on the track.
I mean, I didn't know it was
there goes
raining.
Brian.
No, Brian, no. Oh, hard lick.
Oh, are you kidding me?
What? Poor Brian. He gets this great race back. He's in 6th. He gained a bunch of spots, and what does he decide to do? Burn his tires and absolutely knock the wall down. And Shulk is talking about leaving. He's having a rough run of it. I wouldn't blame him. But you know, I don't like quitters, AJ.
I mean, I have to take a shower in a bit, so I don't know. I may be one.
You better not be. The other guy, I think he's taking a shower for. I should go take. I mean, we can't all take a shower at the same time, right? But ain't gonna be no voice on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Also, taking a shower on company time based. This is what happens when the commentators unionize. They start taking showers mid-broadcast and saying it's a strike. Easy. 41 car with the tire out of the box, and the 88
Easy,
saves him
man.
by knocking him into the wall. And the 88 doesn't save himself by taking 8 years to actually get service. And the 12 has been sent to the back. Not sure what for. I don't... Is there... No. Well, he's backwards in his pit box. We've already seen today that is not allowed. I think it should be. It's pretty cool. Like, if you can get your car backwards into your pit box as fast as you can do it forwards, I think you should have the right to do that, you know? But everybody's in one line here, pacing. Shulk is currently doomer posting in chat. AJ, you know a lot about that. What mindset are you in as a race car driver when you start talking to chat about how bad you are?
It is what would I think if I was doing that?
Yeah.
or-
See, you've done that before, but what's the mindset like? What causes a
Like-
man to get like that?
I mean, it boils down to like not like knowing why you're there,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
No,
And
existential dread.
yeah, definitely. Oh, dang it, Emplemon posted. I want to
Oh,
watch
no.
that.
What did he post?
He posted a video about Mac tonight.
Oh no.
Oh, I really want to watch it now.
Better not.
I'm not gonna do it on company time.
Better not. It's have like 80 tabs open. The race is one of them. Whenever I say your name, you just say a random sentence and hope that it fits the concept.
Yes.
My apologies, I'm back.
Implying that's not what you already do. Here we go. Green flag out in the air. AJ, your boy is leading.
Yeah. Ah, frick. Yes.
And we got Joel Musa spinning. He's going to keep it straight. Brian has the space spinning.
Nice.
He's going to keep it about as straight as Brian can ever keep it. And Brian's still sideways.
Man, everybody's saving everything.
Yes. Jesus, take the wheel. ChrisBaldPaul gets the second. Remy gets back underneath him, coming on the 48 car.
Huh?
That came out badly. That
doing
came out
what?
badly.
What are you doing?
He's what? And Brian Now's his face finally actually loops it into the wall. And oh no, 11 turns the 48 car.
Train wreck.
sideways into
Oh
the-
no! Oh my
Big
gosh!
lick.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness!
And
Oh,
Good
there goes
Square's
Good
over.
Square.
no caution. And Good Square's upside down. No caution for the first one. I will
And
note
another
the caution
flip.
did not come out until Good Square flipped. If that's not an indication of who the track favorite is, I don't know what
That's
is.
not bias, man.
Oh my
Is
goodness! That was
Trainwreck-
a
do we
terrible
need-
accident.
Is
Trainwreck
Trainwreck
upside
alive?
down.
We,
Nah,
do
he's
we
not.
Wildly.
Do we
Well,
need a
he's
team
driving
down
a
there?
crypto coin car. Of course, he's gonna die in a horrible accident. That's just what drivers are
Massive
driving.
accident. Kind of like ChrisBaldPaul's, but less so, I would say.
I will
More
note that my
wildly.
game is lagging so badly from the smoke, I cannot select anyone else in the GUI, so all I can see is the flipped over car of Trainwreck. So you guys are gonna have to cover for me until I can actually see again.
Okay, we got you.
Alright, I can see again.
Yeah, there's
Thank God
red
those-
on the on turn 2.
Yeah, everyone stopped. So 2 cars slipped
Is
on that.
there
What
a
happened to Good
replay?
Square?
Good Square just blew over.
But the first wreck was just terrible driving.
Flip. Flip to the asphalt, I guess.
Alright. Here we go. We have a replay
Oh yeah.
that's going to be coming up here in a moment.
Yes, please give us
Please,
a replay.
replays, yes. Here we go. Let's watch this. So you can see
Oh,
they finally
replay.
actually
I hate
looped
these
They're side. You see, they're
Hi,
sideways off the
Trainwreck.
corner. And oh no,
My
11
bad,
goes-
Trainwreck.
and then
Oh,
Trainwreck
look at
just spun around. He just tagged
Oh
hard like a
my
Wow.
god! Wildly.
And Good Square does a blowover at about half a mile an hour.
Can we actually see that again? Yeah.
Yeah, but here we go, sideways. I mean, this is just nasty. Watch the blue car there, and then he gets tagged by the red car. That's Good Square, sends him into the inside wall.
Gosh. Up, down, over, and around.
27
Wow.
blows over for no reason at the end. That's my...
He
That's
had
my-
2 wheels over the wall rule.
Over the wall rule. Yeah, can we get... Here, gosh.
Can we
Oh, the
get
amount of
that
butthurt that rule caused. I wish there was like a road racing documentary series. We could get one about how angry that rule made people.
Just a whole episode on the over the wall rule.
Yes. In a league that people cared about for about a month. Godspeed, Heinz Cup Series. I think Labo's kind of killing that by not hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to... I know Labo's... He might be watching right now. He sometimes does. That's why I'm dragging him.
Still just watching this replay. It is just terrible.
Yeah, horrible crash. Thank goodness the worst injury you can get in road racing is a carpal tunnel. Because, I mean, if these guys were driving real race cars, I think that motor safety would be set back about 50 years.
He flipped 5 times, maybe 6.
Only 5. We need to work on our, like, red flag stand-up. Because those guys on NASCAR and Fox, they're really funny when there's a red flag, but we're not. We gotta, like... We need some jokes. AJ, can you tell a joke?
Me. That's
job.
when you're supposed to
Good
laugh.
job, Good job.
When you're supposed
The
to
88 car
laugh
misses
at
his
me.
box. He has, like, oh, he got all 4 tires in. Never mind. The 99 is pitting in, like, 8 boxes at once. I respect that. Brian just... He's been put to the back. Unfortunate. I mean, can you really blame Brian, though, for missing his box?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
I feel like it's a bit rude. You know, he's having a tough day. He's probably not in a great mental state after having hit every wall on track. I feel like maybe we have to be a little bit less harsh on him, as Trainwreck is taking about 9 years to get service. I mean, when you get flipped over, I guess it does put a damper on fixing the car.
Yeah. He didn't just flip. He flipped like 6 times, but
Yes. And he's finally off of pit road with that baby Doge scheme. So do you guys own any cryptocurrency?
No.
I wish.
I do. I own Litecoin. It's down like 40% on the week. Ask me how I feel.
Probably terrible.
Terrible. Yeah. I'm not even a crypto bro. I thought it'd be a good investment. That was I hate to trash the sponsors of one of the cars in the field, but where'd all my money go, man? You know, AJ, you should ask for your salary in Baby Doge.
No, I'm not gonna get a cryptocurrency that can go down. Which is any cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's true. Wait, but the US dollar is going down.
I don't care, it's still money. It's still actual money, I can hold it in.
At least you didn't invest in a Russian oil company last week.
Russian oil.
Bad timing. Here we go, though. Sleesher jumps to the gas on the restart. Smart Coder gets sideways. They're stacking up, and they somehow don't wreck.
3 wide, though.
Freeze him sideways. 4 wide now for 3rd place. This is going to shuffle out. Good square up the track into the wall. And everybody's going to keep it straight and single file out pretty quickly on this one. What I've seen so far is that the 12 car does not have a great car on the short run, but it seems like after 2 or 3 laps he starts to work his way back up towards the lead. We'll see what happens there. Well, Sleesher got a really good jump on the restart. Here comes Trainwreck, though. Or not Trainwreck, excuse me. Smart Coder. My pick to win the race, not Trainwreck. My apologies. The 12 car is going to get up behind the 21. That's a pretty nice little bunch of numbers there. The 12 car pops back out to the outside. And he's going to try and find some clean air, trying to get underneath or outside of Sleesher. But he's got to watch the 41. He can't leave the door open for him.
Maybe maybe Joel will try to work with him for once.
Yeah. Oh, no, the 21 catches the wall, and that's another wreck caused by Sleesher hitting something. But thankfully, the 12 able to keep it mostly clean, but he lost about 5% on his tires from that little slide.
Is Joel going to take the lead?
Inside now of Sleesher. And Joel Moose is going to lead that lap, taking the lead for the first time in a while. And he door bangs the 21 for absolutely no reason.
Because he felt like it.
He just felt like it. 41 car is just absolutely annihilating guys out here as Smart Coder throws an actual dirt track style slide job completely sideways off the corner to get past the 21 again. And the 21 is going to get back underneath him. A little bit of side-to-side contact as Trainwreck's into the wall and flipping again. That's another flip for Trainwreck. Collects more cars. Kreesum's involved. Brian Nassa space upside down.
Massive accident.
Terrible crash again. That's like the 4th time we've had a just absolutely horrific crash during this race.
And Trainwreck, the 2nd time, Trainwreck being involved.
Uh-huh. And he was collected in the first one, too. So technically, he's been involved in all of them. This is only the 2nd one where he's flipped, though. And Joel Moose is going to keep the throttle down into the smoke. And somebody hit him. Who was that? Who hit him? And Trainwreck still getting hit by Brian.
Yep. Poor Trainwreck.
Poor man. So the red flag will be out here. Again.
For the 3rd time. And Arca brakes, everybody.
And now everybody has to get new tires.
Literally.
And now Trainwreck gets to go around because he's the first car lap down. He's a lucky dog. Can we really call him lucky? He has flipped around 90 times today.
Maybe it's starting to change. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he is going to become a luckier man after this lucky dog spot.
Hopefully.
And everybody is apologizing to Brian now. No, I'm going to apologize.
You know, I gotta say, I might have to change my pick. You know, Kreesum has not been performing like I thought he would.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Smart Coder, I think, still has a chance, but right now I think Joel Moose is looking...
I was gonna say Joel Moose too.
He's looking... I don't want to say he's looking strong,
but
you know...
He's definitely doing okay.
I mean, yeah, if you push a guy in every single corner around the track, you're going to
win at some
pass a few of them.
You gotta win at some point if you wreck everybody.
Yeah. Eventually, one of the guys you push will just be out of your way and not flipping over, and you will be able to stay green and gain a spot. So, as Joel Moose has dropped off the timing board, for me at least. What a great time to make the pick, right when he left the game.
I wouldn't call Kreesum quite out yet. He's sitting 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been involved in a lot of wrecks, but I think he's got a chance still to get a
Joel
top
Moose is
5.
back in the game. His game crashed, I believe. So we're sitting red on the pit road apron entry.
At least he got his tires and fuel reset.
Yeah. I think that's why Schwolk is doing burnouts. He's bored and just getting new tires anyways. Might as well burn these ones down.
Oh yeah. I love Shulk's, or not Shulk, sorry, Joel's yin and yang.
Yes, it is very... I mean, it's a yin and yang car, but he's all yin.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
But here we go. Coming into pit lane, 3 wide. I don't know if he got the limiter back there. They're going to pull into their spots. 41 with a...
playing.
Oh, the 41 illegally pit.
Ah.
He's in 2 boxes. That's going to be a to the back for him. More than likely,
like,
the 88's going to have a hard time getting service due to it.
Looks like someone's playing Mario Kart in the chat.
Meanwhile, the 12 car is... There's a lot of illegal pitting going on here. The 41, this 27, the 12. The 88. There's a lot of pit road miscues going on here. But I believe Joel Moose will be to the back. goodsquare definitely to the back. The penalty's already been posted. We'll see about Joel. And Joel has been sent to the back as well. So 2 to the back penalties. That is a fifth of the field has been sent to the back. So good job, guys. Good job, Baku. I wish Jackal would race it. That'd be great.
I don't think that would.
I can't possibly see that go badly. So Brian Nass's space pulls it behind the wall. Not sure what's going on there. And he ran over somebody entering the pits as well. That'll be a fine. But Joel Musa apparently 106 laps down. I don't think the penalty was that steep. And apparently we're supposed to advertise Roblox Elite Racing Network. If I knew what that was, I would talk about their product. Oh, they own the restart zone. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for telling us. As they come to the Roblox Elite Racing Network restart zone, the green flag is out. They're 3 wide immediately on the start, and we're about to wreck. And we're wrecking. They're 4 wide, though, for 5th. But they all keep it straight enough. ChrisBaldPaul with a good lead now. Commander Remy's going to try and run him down. He's 21, tries to get inside of Remy. Remy able to keep him at bay, though. And ChrisBaldPaul again has a good run off the restart, and he's going to be about a 4 or 5 car length advantage, about a half second as well. As these guys hopefully will settle into a long green run here. Trainwreck catches the wall. It's basically a pack race right now in the lead group, though. A lot of bumping and banging going on, and a lot of side drafting, 3 wide stuff. Looks a lot like New Atlanta's going to look, I reckon. But Commander Remy just trying to get up to ChrisBaldPaul. And he's pushing really hard. We got car sideways. That's Kreesum, noses into the wall hard.
Oh.
Keep it green.
Wow.
One car involved. No caution.
4 wide, basically, in the back.
Yeah. They're pushing hard back there in the group. And these guys, they are really, really pushing right now. I mean, they really want all these spots they can get. And Joel Musa and goodsquare have already gained a lot of spots off of the Andy into the wall. Andy keeps it straight enough. And there's a wreck on the front straightaway, apparently. Actually, that's the old smoke, as the previous smoke, my bad. ChrisBaldPaul starting to get run down here by Remy, though. Remy's gaining on him. But Remy's not really using all the exit. He's not letting the car wash out as far as he usually, I think, would want to. And that time he used all the entry and then some. Gets into the outside wall. Checks everybody up. Now goodsquare in second. I mean, how many times have we seen this story, guys? goodsquare in second place. Coming down towards the end of the race. Almost feels inevitable at this point, doesn't it?
Until it gets loose
and
and spins out.
we jinxed him. Okay. Well, I apologize for that, everybody. That is my bad.
Damn.
That timing, man. And Trainwreck's even going to get past him, the guy who half spun not too long ago. But now ChrisBaldPaul with a really good lead over Remy. But, I mean, the amount of cautions we've seen today, I would not be surprised if he has to fight off another restart attempt before this thing is all said and done. We got around 50 laps to go. We got a good battle here for second, Commander Remy. And behind him is Joel Musa. Joel can't quite get to the 11th bumper. Fades out. He's going to get the power back down. Gets a little bit of a bump. He tries to shuffle him off the bottom. Can't quite do it. Goes outside. Gets to the quarter panel. He's going to get back onto the bumper. Goes back outside again. Trying to get that run built up on the 11. He's going to get a good one here. All the way. Taps the wall a tiny bit. Probably didn't drag too much on it. And the 41 now is going to stick it underneath. He's got the car sticking. The 11's going to come down mid-corner line change. That's not appreciated by a lot of guys. And certainly not by Joel Musa as he gets into the 11, spins through the grass, up through the tri-oval, and collects more cars. That's going to be the 12 as well involved, and the caution will come out. Smart Coder got involved with that one. And now Griezem with nowhere to go is going to get caught up in it too. Doesn't lose too much time though. Doesn't go all the way around. On the race back, ChrisBaldPaul has a handy lead, and for second, Commander Remy's going to hold off Trainwreck and Sleesher. Well, Joel Musa got shuffled in the tri-oval, trying to get back up into a good spot, and got turned around in the grass, collected another car. That is the reason for the caution. So, Jake.
Yeah.
After that run there, what are you seeing from these guys as the race goes on? Is there any change in the strategy? Any different ways that they're running the track in?
To be completely honest, it's not too different, but they're gonna start getting a lot more aggressive, I believe, as the laps start to wind down.
I agree with that. I'd say that
we've only scratched the surface of the aggressiveness.
Yeah,
also,
I mean, this is going to get a lot more aggressive as we get towards the end of the race.
Oh yeah, but Brian, I think, parked it. Not sure why.
Now, he's been parked there for like 20 minutes.
Oh really? My bad.
Yes, I mentioned it.
Okay.
Now, Shulk is being threatened to be parked for something. I don't know what he's getting threatened to be parked for. Maybe for the retaliation? Oh, he retaliated. Ah. I didn't actually see any retaliation. I didn't catch it. Did you catch it?
No.
I saw the wreck in the lead group. I didn't see... I didn't see Shulk doing anything. So Shulk's day goes from bad to worse. So he's been caught up at about 90 wrecks. He's been at the back all day. And now he retaliates against someone, and we don't even get it on the broadcast.
Well,
Help see, he's just not having a great day out here, man. And now he's talking about somebody's penis.
oh god.
That's...
On a better subject, goodsquare sitting behind the leader, ChrisBaldPaul, looking to get up into that first position, take the lead away.
I was trying to think what other four-letter word could be censored. That's huge. I don't know.
I do. But I'm not gonna say it.
What else could it be besides
Starts with a T.
male anatomy?
No,
Anyways,
male
we come to the
anatomy?
restart zone, and here we go. Green flag back in the air. Have fun cutting this race down to size, Jackie. Not Jackie, Icky. As they're 5 wide. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh no!
Not a
That's
good
gonna
restart,
be...
and they're all rucking and spinning, and that's 3 cars
Oh
in the
my.
wall, 4 cars in the wall. And they keep it green. So
We're fine.
Wow.
ChrisBaldPaul is the only car who got off the line and didn't take some sort of contact, and he has a huge, massive lead now.
You know, that's one way to thin out the pack.
Just let everyone behind you go 5 wide for no reason. And now a good move being put on Remy here by Smart Coder. He's going to get a good drive off the bottom, I bet. He's going to probably have a chance to pass Remy coming into 3 and 4. Doesn't have to worry about the guys behind him too much. Gets underneath.
Goodsquare's peeking
and
in.
goodsquare gets a huge run through the corner. Has to check up in the middle of the corner to avoid missing it. But the 12. Oh, the 12 got loose underneath Remy, and that's going to spin him around. That's a tough break for him. He was having a good run, and he gets clocked by the 88. Poor Shulk. And Shulk goes around as well, sideways and backwards. No caution, no, because
with our biased official, no caution.
Shulk. Nah, I feel like at this point, if Shulk's in a wreck, it just kind of disqualifies him from having a caution. So no caution out here. And, oh, we got another car around. It's Commander Remy. Saves it, though. They all go driving hard into the smoke. And ChrisBaldPaul checks up. He misses the corner, sideways, though, at the back. And they all save it. 3 wide on the apron. Here comes goodsquare, though, for the lead. And Shulk's having a breakdown in chat. But Goodsquare's having a breakdown on the racetrack. He is sending it into every corner, trying his damnedest to get through the corner and get to the lead. I don't know. I tried to say damn dangdest, and oh no! Chris nearly spins it. So he comes towards 3 and 4 again. Goodsquare really trying to make this work here. This car's got decently worn out tires, but he's still got enough to push. But Jake, at this point in the race, is it go time, or do you think that it's still time to maybe try and save so you can get that good pit stop here at the end?
I think it's go time because, judging by the wrecks and the wreck percentage that we've had, there's going to be another wreck before we get to the last lap. You're going to have time to get your tires, get your fuel, and still be able to push for positions before that.
And we're being told not to jinx goodsquare this time. But I just gotta say, he's doing a great job of getting to the he got loose when I said that. I should say that. We're gonna stop talking about goodsquare.
You're jinxing him, man.
Let's talk about ChrisBaldPaul. Chris has had a decent race. He's been leading a lot of it. But he's been having some small issues. He's been making mistakes while leading, which is not something you want to do. And his tires are a little bit more worn out. Actually, no, now they're less worn out after the last couple of laps, how much Square's been pushing. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes down here as the 4 car gives up the lead to the 27 on corner entry. But Remy's got a choice here. He can go with either of them. But Remy's going to get stacked up behind the 4.
Goodsquare will take the lead.
Yeah, Goodsquare, new leader. And, it is almost inevitable that he's going to lead these races at some point. And he always seems to find his way up to the front at the end.
As he's also getting
getting shoved up by the 4, but the 11 he was going to have a run compared to everyone else. And ChrisBaldPaul really blocks that run. Goodsquare, what was that, man? Oh, it didn't check his... Oh,
and there goes again.
Oh, no.
My goodness. I hate to say it, he just got his shit dumped. That was...
Man.
That was a bad block by the 27 with set up nowhere to go, and he's got into the 4. I mean, that was just tough.
And there goes Joel and Sleesher also.
Oh, my goodness, and another flip.
Joel
3 guys flipped on the race back.
On the plus side, ChrisBaldPaul is now in 4th.
That down plus side
Commander
for you.
Remy is now very flipped.
The rest of the booth. I mean, I'm supposed to be impartial, but I'm very partial towards Goodsquare because I hype him up as the greatest driver ever, and then he wins, so it's like makes me look good.
Oh yeah.
So I'm partial towards him, and everyone's partial towards Brian.
Arc brakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goodsquare. Definitely impartial towards him.
But that wreck, let me tell you, I was a pretty late block by Goodsquare, and it was kind of unnecessary. I mean, I know he was not trying to block; he was trying to get back underneath the leader. But I mean, there's a car there. You're not clear, and you gotta check if you're clear. Even though it's 50 to go, it's still like a whole race in some leagues. There's no reason to be shoving it that hard in there and causing that wreck there. AJ, what did you see there?
I really didn't see anything.
I thought you had glasses now.
No. I have contact.
And Joel Musa just T-bones Remy for absolutely no reason.
I agree. And Trainwreck says we gotta slow the cars down to 150. I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too many flips, you know? I think we should get rid of the spoiler. Give every car a massive splitter. And give them 300 horsepower. I think that'll work. Now, Shulk is typing in all caps in chat. AJ, would you like to read off this message?
Since Icky said if I intentionally wrecked someone, I'll get parked for the rest of the season. I want to make a public service announcement. You guys are all super awesome, and I think you're all cute. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty gay.
yeah.
I'm a professional homosexual,
You're a what?
and I can confirm that is very gay behavior. Saying that an entire field of race car drivers is cute. That's pretty sus. The Commander Shulk already not having some guys in this field on his side after apparently intentionally wrecking some boys. He's now calling everybody cute, which is very wholesome, but also comes off as slightly disingenuous. I don't know.
Yeah.
I almost feel like he's doing it just to make it so people don't think that he's wrecking them on purpose. Who knows?
Oh, a little.
And the 48 has a disaster. There.
Ooh.
What the hell, Joel? What is this
he's
pit
Joe
issue?
used to be like.
And he's
Average
going
Joel
in
Moose at
backwards.
Yeah, Remy got knocked out of his box by Joel. 41's going to be to the back for, you know, whatever that was. And ChrisBaldPaul wins the race off pit road.
Nah, it was good square.
Oh. He won the race off pit road by so much I didn't frickin' see him.
Uh-huh.
That
says something.
I guess his pit crew's just real fast. Even though they all have the
Oh.
same pit crew. Very suspicious.
Yeah, the pit crew is
It's
all
not like
thin air.
NR where you can have a pit crew that's faster than everyone. I swear, if I ever cheat on NR, that's how I'm gonna cheat. I'm just gonna make my pit crew real fast. I will never be caught. I've just said it on a public broadcast that is recorded. Well, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna cheat. Dang it. Tough scene. AJ.
What?
Jackie. Jake. My apologies. Predictions now. We're coming towards the ass end of the race. Who do you guys got now that we've seen everything? We've seen everyone flip. We've seen everyone not flip. What are your predictions for this race? AJ, you first.
Definitely not Trainwreck. He's flipped like twice, and I don't think that's the last time he's gonna be flipping. So I don't know. Probably good square at this point.
I think that you should look at Smart Coder and Good Square. I think they're both good picks. And ChrisBaldPaul, I just think, is making a lot of mistakes while leading. That's going to be his downfall if he gets back to the lead anyways.
Well, Trainwreck, I think he still got a good chance. Those flips really weren't his fault. He couldn't have really done anything about it. He's still pretty strong, and I think he's got a good chance.
Yep. But here we go. Green flag's going to be coming back out in the air. Good Square with the lead. And Trainwreck gets turned sideways by Remy. That checks up everybody outside of the top three. 12 car gets a good run, but overdrove the corner, got himself sideways, got turned afterwards. That checks everyone up as well. As they come towards 3 and 4.
Where literally everyone we're talking about is doing good, starts turning.
Yes, except for Good Square, because Good Square is a great driver and would never make a mistake.
Yes.
But here he comes. Didn't jinx him that time. I mean, he's got a good chance of getting past him here if he can just get the run off of 1 and 2. Because in 3 and 4, I think he's better than the 4 car. He's driving the car a lot better, a lot harder. But in 1 and 2, he's having a hard time getting the run off. It seems like he loses time down the back.
Yeah.
And this time he kind of lost time off of 3 and 4 as well, as the 21 of Sleesher gets underneath. And those are two Toyotas there, 2 team cars. And Joel Musa behind them. And he's got a full head of steam in this corner. Is he really going to try and go for that gap? He does. Washes up, actually keeps the car straight. He's going to gain a lot of time. ChrisBaldPaul now with about a 3-car length advantage. It is starting to close as Sleesher gets towards him. Sleesher taps the apron a little bit, got loose, keeps it straight though. Joel Musa overdriving the hell out of the car. Just trying to get up to Good Square. And Good Square kind of in the catbird seat if something happens between these leaders.
Joel Musa trying to make a move on Good Square.
That's a big send right there. That's a big ask. And it works. That is a big, big move right there.
Yeah, Joel Musa moves into the top 3.
Mm-hmm. A little bit far back to do anything with it right now, though, as Trainwreck just about gets turned off of Remy again. Comes back down to block. Get in front of goodsquare. Goodsquare files in behind. Tries a crossover. Can't quite get it. Meanwhile, for the lead,
Sleesher.
Man,
ChrisBaldPaul.
Joel Moose is on a mission.
he is. And in front of him, they're wrecking in front of him. Joel Moose is going to get to the lead here, possibly. No, they keep it straight just enough, but he's going to have a big run on these boys in 3 and 4. This is going to be his corner. He's got to do with
There
it what
it
he
is.
can. And Remy spins behind him. Joel Musa moves the second place car out of the way. That's Sleesher getting absolutely tanked. Got a little bit of a slapper in the rear left quarter panel. And now a big pinch there as well from the 441 car. Here comes the 41. Gets a little bit loose coming towards ChrisBaldPaul.
Man,
ChrisBaldPaul
he's driving
on
the
high
wheels
side.
off that thing.
He really is. He is absolutely burning up his rubber.
He wants that lead.
And now he's going to put the chrome horn to him. Gives him the bumper coming off of 4. He's going to get him here. And that's another lead change. Joel Musa up to the front. Nearly gets hooked by Chris. And he, oh my goodness, Chris is really racing him hard back. I don't think he took too kindly to getting moved like that. Wasn't the cleanest move in racing history. And now that checked up everybody. That stacked up the top 5. And now they're all once again, lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single file. They're going to fan out in the corners here, I do believe. And here comes the 21 of Sleesher. Back down to the bottom. Gets a huge run coming off of 4. The 41 gets out of the gas on exit. Isn't able to keep the power down. Is going to give up the lead to Sleesher once again. And now Joel's got to do all that again. Crossover. Big crossover move. And he gets right back up in front with the crossover. Trainwreck also gets underneath the 21 machine. Gets a little bit squirrely on the exit all the way down the back straightaway. And now the top 2 have once again separated themselves from the top 4 or 5. And the 41 comes back down to block the 48 car, excuse me. 48 back on the bottom here. Trainwreck's going to try and send it. He gets a big run off the corner here if he keeps the power down, and he's going to. They're going to be 2 wide down the back straightaway. 41 on the high side, losing ground as they go down the straight. Gets to the corner, is going to pinch down the 48 car. They're 3 wide behind, back down to 2. And we got a car sideways. And Sleesher is not going to save that one. Yes, he does. Wow. What a save there that was, Jake.
Yeah, it was a great save. With a little help from Remy, of course.
That was nice. Joel Moose is going to get back the lead here, it looks like. He's going to try and get him here. Gets underneath him just a little bit. Side-to-side contact being made here off the corner. They're touching. And that's going to get Joel Moose's lead back here. 142 laps down. And a 177-lap race. It's really go time now. 41 car gets a little bit squirrely there in the mid-corner, too. It'd be kind of funny and very ironic if after all that work to get to the front, he was self-spinning from the lead.
Man, that would be terrible.
That would be terrible. And he's getting the way he's driving the car, he gets really loose.
Oh, good square and smart coder making contact with the wall.
Yeah, they're door banging back there for 5th place.
What for? What is it gonna get you?
And, well, I guess smart coder wants to start making moves to the front. Good square gets back up underneath him though, and puts him in the wall. Puts both of them in the wall. And now Trainwreck and the 41 car of Joel Musa are just gapping everyone right now. They are putting down some fast lap times. And Trainwreck's going to get underneath Joel. Nope. Pulls back out, gets out of the gas, pulls out of line. We're going to see if he can drive underneath Joel here. Joel's got a bad corner here in 1 and 2. And they're sideways. 48 car gets underneath him, can't keep straight though. 48's going to have a chance here again as the 41 goes high. And we got a new leader once again. Trainwreck clears Joel Musa. And a great battle for the lead right here. Coming back underneath is Trainwreck, or Joel Musa again, excuse me. But now
Remy comes Remy into the picture.
Oh my goodness.
Remy's going to try and force it 2 wide again. Doesn't quite do it. It seems like the exit of 2 is where a lot of the speed is made up right now. Is the exit of 2.
Definitely.
And no, Remy's sideways.
That's going to open up the inside for Sleesher and Chris.
Yep, they're going to get through here. AJ, you're about to have a coronary over there.
Yeah, it was getting very...
Oh, no!
Joel!
Corner sideways, keeps it straight. No, he's coming back down.
he's
he's okay.
No, they keep it straight somehow. I don't know how.
Now
Joel
good square's
Moose's
back
tires
in
are
the
down
picture.
to 85%. He's out of this thing, unfortunately, boys. It was a good performance from him, though.
No, I think he's still
Definitely a
got a
redemption
shot.
arc.
I think he's still got a shot.
He's so far back now, he's going to have a real hard time. He's behind on tire wear, too, by about 7% on the leader. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But 3% on the leader, my bad. But still, that's a lot of gap to make up. And not a lot of time. Coming to 30 to go this time by. And that doesn't sound like, you know, it sounds like a lot, but the way these guys are running quick lap times, it's not going to take too long to get there. I mean, we're already, this race started about 2 hours ago, I think.
Yeah. Been a while.
So, I mean, we're getting towards the end of it. ChrisBaldPaul gets inside the Sleesher, used a little bit of the bumper there. As they come around again. Now, do you guys think they're going to have to pit again? I actually think it's kind of close on mileage. I don't know.
I mean, if a caution comes out, I definitely think they're all going to pit.
I'm wondering more about fuel than tires. I mean, their tires will make it. And we got a car sideways, actually. That's Commander Remy.
Yeah, it's people who like spin like Remy. It's not going to be so easy for them.
But I reckon they can still make it around. I mean, they'll be slower. They'll have to take it out of the gas, but they will be able to make it around here, I believe.
I just don't think they have the fuel to make it 27 more laps.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to probably have to pit here at some point. This is going to be a question of when, and if you can try and maybe stretch it and do some sort of strategy magic here.
Yeah.
Because they are burning around 400 fuel, not 400, 40 fuel a lap about. So
Yeah,
they're
just about.
definitely going to have to pit.
Chris in the wall slowing down
Yeah,
a bunch.
yeah, they're burning about 40 fuel a lap. So, and Joel Musso around again into the wall.
Dang.
That's going to give up a spot. But the leader Trainwreck is checked out on ChrisBaldPaul by about a second here. But Chris is definitely still in striking distance. He can still get back up there in these laps we have left. And they're going to have to pit once. And because of the fact they're going to have to pit, it does really change the strategy here, because you might not want to push, all out right now. You might want to see if you can maybe delay that pit stop, pit earlier, do something to get yourself ahead of people. I honestly don't think you want to pit with other cars. Pit with other cars, you're going to get... I think you actually don't want traffic right now. I mean, the draft is powerful, yes, but not as powerful as not having to race guys. And I feel
for the guys in the back, I think they should pit,
Yeah, I think if you're in the back, you should pit like as soon as you can. Because if you're pitting earlier, you get some time with clean air. And the leader just got sideways, Trainwreck. And here comes the 4 off the corner. Gonna go for the lead here. The 21 car also catches up. And they're 2 wide coming into 3 and 4. Trainwreck on the high side doing everything he can to get that car to bite, sending it sideways. Here comes Sleesher on the bottom though. They're gonna go 3 wide almost. Trainwreck's got a chance to go high or low if he wants. And the 4 car pinching the 21 really hard. Lots of smoke on the front straightaway from the previous lap.
Don't forget about goodsquare coming up right behind him.
goodsquare always finds his way up there. Now they're 3 wide for second, about to go 3 wide for the lead, baby. Trainwreck can't block all these runs, but none of the runs actually get to him. And here they go, 3 wide. goodsquare tried to shove it underneath as the 4 car was trying to arc the corner. 3 wide for second once again. And Trainwreck may have avoided disaster here, as these guys are racing each other so hard, they don't have time for him. 21 car back underneath the 4 here. 4 car on the high side gets off the gas really hard. He's going to try and gas it up as hard as possible on exit here by getting off the throttle earlier on entry. See if that works for him. It doesn't quite. But he's going to get inside of the 11. Trainwreck once again getting back in front of these boys though. And that is not what you want to see if you're one of these guys. You're racing each other so dang hard you can't get to Trainwreck. Trainwreck's just going to start pulling away again, and he might not make that same mistake another time. ChrisBaldPaul's going to try and run him down. He's back by about a 1/6 of a second. Trainwreck gets squirrely on entry. He is really struggling to hold on to that car right now, down on 80% tires. ChrisBaldPaul on 85, goodsquare on 83, and I don't even want to look at what Sleeshers are on, 82, so I thought they'd be a lot worse than that, considering the half spin earlier, but...
Yeah, Trainwreck's got the worst tires out of these 4 in the front.
And that 48 car, he's really struggling right now. If we get a car on the wall, it's Sleesher. Yeah, his car just didn't turn. I wonder if he lagged out. Gets back under control, though.
No, it's just these 3.
Yeah, 20 to go here. 1 pit stop remaining. It's going to be hard to see Interesting to see if these guys can make it.
Maybe they'll pit
or
under
when they'll make
green.
it. Yeah, we'll see when they have to pit. goodsquare's got less field than the other guys. And he's running the high side right now. That's the 4-car by. And a little bit of door banging now between those two as Trainwreck has just a little bit more fuel than everyone else, but he also is the leader. The leader, I think, has a slight disadvantage in a race like this because when they pit, that gives everyone else a signal to either pit or not pit. You can make your call based on that.
Yep.
Because they have more fuel, they can delay the pit stop and might not have to be the first guy coming down pit road. He might not be leading everyone down. As goodsquare gets a huge run on the bottom, has to check up a tiny bit, though, to knock it into the 4. goodsquare is going to get back into second, maybe. No, he gets it sideways, saves it, though. And so far, no one's come down pit road yet. Got a car going through the infield grass. That's
Remy.
Oh, sorry, Commander Remy, and he goes sideways and all the way around. Remy has wrecked in turns 1 and 2. He's still sideways, still backwards, and he will finally get it back going again. He lost about 2 spots to that. No caution. ChrisBaldPaul gains a spot off of that, back up into 6th position. And the lead group's still staying out. But it's just about time to pit here.
Yep. Especially for goodsquare at 168 fuel.
Yep, he's probably got about 3-4 laps left on that fuel tank. We'll see what he can do. As the 4-car goes into the wall, spins about halfway around, keeps it straight, comes back up in front of the 27, is able to keep it there. And no change of the 2nd position. But goodsquare now probably has about 3 laps of fuel as he comes to the line. Same with ChrisBaldPaul, they're probably a little bit more, maybe 4 or 5 laps of fuel. Trainwreck's got about 7 or 8. As we get a car on the inside wall on the back straightaway. It's the 88 machine as the 11 and the 9 come down pit road. Both of them look fine on their pit stops. 9's got all 4 tires in the box, maybe. We'll have to see about that. Commander Remy gets just a splash and dash, and he's going to come off pit road here. I don't know if he actually got enough to make it to the end. We'll see.
600. I think he's got it.
He's just about got it. We'll see, though.
Didn't take tires, so he's sitting at 70%.
That's... See how that plays out for him.
Probably going to pit this lap right here.
I reckon Trainwreck's either going to pit here or pit in 2 laps. goodsquare's got to pit now. He doesn't have enough fuel to make it back around again.
I think he's going to try.
He's going to try and make it around again. I guess he's got barely enough. He's got 55. And
This
he's
is
burned about
risky.
40. Very
This is
risky,
real
trying to cut it
risky.
right to the end. Make that last stop as short as possible.
You know, I wonder if they're coordinating in VC right now. Gonna
I
come
reckon
down
they
at the
probably
same
are,
time.
the Toyotas. As Trainwreck is coming up on the lap car. Now
Yep,
goodsquare
here
is
comes
pitting
goodsquare.
now. Goes to the high side, lets everyone by, gets down onto the apron.
And Joel's going to come with him.
Yep. So a 2-car group pitting. Joel Musa, even in the pit lane, he runs into guys.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on the track, Commander Remy, who was already pit, has managed to stay just on the lead lap.
Smart coder
Back
hit
out
as
in front
well.
of Trainwreck. And Trainwreck is not going to pit this lap. goodsquare looks to have gotten 700 fuel on that stop. And the 12-car emerges pretty badly. Oh, almost in front of the leader there.
goodsquare pushed him up, I believe.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tap from goodsquare, I believe, as well, yeah. That got him up in front of the leader. Won't be a penalty there, I don't think. But now Trainwreck with about a 3-second lead. Still the pit, though. We'll see how it cycles out for him. And here he comes down pit road, gets down to pit road speed just about before the line. Probably close enough that he won't have to worry about a penalty.
Probably.
Now he'll find his box here. Race leader is pit, so Sleesher maintains the lead now. Trainwreck gets service in his box. I believe just fuel and no tires, same as everyone else. So the new
curious what's
leader
gonna
is
start-
Sleesher.
Curious what's going to start happening when you get down to 65, 60% tires, you know?
Sleesher makes it down pit road. And ChrisBaldPaul is still out here. He is not going to have to pit again. He's good. Everyone looks like they are good. Trainwreck's going to come off of pit road here.
Believe goodsquare took the lead.
Yep, and Trainwreck has actually taken tires we'll see how that works out for him. Sleesher.
You know, maybe it'll work out well.
It looks like it's going to work out for Sleesher now. He's got 300 fuel and about 10 laps to go, and he's got a pretty huge lead.
I thought goodsquare had the lead, my bad.
Yep, Sleesher's the leader right now. We'll see how it cycles out. We'll see who's leading.
Yep, because Sleesher still has
cycled out
to
with the
pit.
lead. Now, ChrisBaldPaul has actually cycled through and is now the leader over Sleesher. So the battle for the lead is between the 4 and the 21. If we can get the camera on that, I think it is already, just in case. 21 gets underneath the 4 here, and this is the battle for the lead. Inside 10 to go. So it's go time, boys.
Uh-huh.
And these guys are racing really hard already. They're on old tires. And I believe in that respect, ChrisBaldPaul has a slight advantage of about 2% over Sleesher, but not by a lot. And the next car back is Shulk and Commander Remy after that. Those guys did not take tires, so they're not a real threat to get back up into the lead. And I believe Shulk is also yet to pit. So ChrisBaldPaul really racing hard against the 21 here. Just trying to get back to that front. And these guys will probably trade it a few times before we get to the checkered flag. Coming to 7 to go this time by. A little bit of smoke in front of him. The car caught the wall last lap.
Oh,
and up and down, the
Sleesher.
4 car puts around the 21. Oh my goodness. That was... He banged the wall, knocked the wall down, and came down and hit the 21. Now the 21's right back to him.
Out of respect.
I don't know if he slowed down out of respect or dragging the wall. Hard to tell. Either way, it's back to the 21 underneath the 4. See if we get a repeat what happened last lap. 21 gets underneath him, gets to him. They're door banging here. And now Sleesher gets to the lead. Chris is going to give the bumper on exit here. This time by, it'll be 5 laps to go. And I think all bets are off at this point as to who is going to win this race.
That's either Chris or Sleesher.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, it's either one of these two, but I don't think you can pick one of them over the other reliably. I mean, Sleesher's got an advantage.
Has
Chris
200
has such better
fuel.
tires. What'd you say?
I don't think Sleesher's going to make it to the end.
He can make it just about to the end. I think he'll make it. He's only got 5 to go. He has around 200, which is how much you need to make it 5 laps. So he should be fine. Yeah, he'll make it. If he runs out, he'll run out on the final straightaway. ChrisBaldPaul really working hard. We talked about Sleesher maybe not making it to the end when he pit. It was a dangerous pit call, but it looks like it might work out for him.
Maybe.
But that gap is down around 1/10 of a second. It is a small gap. ChrisBaldPaul, though, struggling to get the bite in the corner. Just trying to run down Sleesher. Gets a run off the corner, taps the wall. And right now, I feel like if Sleesher doesn't make a mistake, he's got it. And he is running some great laps right now. He knows he can push to the end. He's got, you know, enough fuel to either make it or not make it. He's just got to go. As they come around again. You think he's going to make it? I think he is, but it's close.
I don't think he is. It's going to be
tight.
close.
It's literally going to be running out at the line if he doesn't make it. So I don't think it's a huge concern to him.
Oh, that's not
he
good.
taps the wall there. That's a big concern. 4 cars underneath him now. He's got the right to the corner. He's alongside. Sleesher's no block. Shulk apparently gets limited. Another terrible event for him this race. So the 4 car puts the 21 in the wall nearly.
He's going to have to push now.
Yeah, he's going to have to really push. 2 laps to go here at Texas. Double points race. About twice as many flips as we see as well in this one. It has been exciting. Tons of lead changes, and it's now come down to 2.
Sleesher had exactly 80 fuel when he passed the line.
Yeah, Sleesher is not going to make it all the way around, but he's going to run out at the line, so it probably won't be a concern. White flag in the air here. 1 lap to go.
He might make it.
Holding the lead.
I don't know
think
if
he's
he's
gonna
going to
make
make
it.
it or not.
He'll just barely make it, I believe. And he's really pushing, though, to get underneath ChrisBaldPaul. He sends it this corner. He's going to tap the wall here.
At this point, I'm settling into 2nd place.
Nah, I think he's going for the video game move here. I mean,
I don't want to run out of fuel and get no points whatsoever, you know?
I mean, yeah, if he runs out of fuel, he'll make it to the line, though. He gets a big run here. He's going to tap the wall. It's not going to be enough. So ChrisBaldPaul, dominating today, is going to win this race.
Wow, on
Ran out
fumes.
And Sleesher runs out at the line in 2nd. That car not behaving for him at the end of the race, but he's able to get 2nd. A good result for him after a tough day. goodsquare in 3rd. Trainwreck was on his lid about 17 times. Comes across 3rd. ChrisBaldPaul in 4th. Or excuse me, in 5th. Trainwreck is in 4th. Remy in 6th. Smart Coder 1 lap down in 7th. That was a good old race there, boys. ChrisBaldPaul fully deserves that win. So, yeah, what do you guys think of that one?
Definitely was interesting. Those last 5 laps with Sleesher and Chris, for sure. It was a great battle.
Yeah,
Just
that was
constantly
a wonderful
changing
battle.
leads, and one would pull away, and he'd mess up, and then the other would come and pass
I think when it
him.
got right to the end, Sleesher was probably focused on his fuel a little bit too much to actually get to the leader.
Probably.
And it seemed like Sleesher was just having a hard time at the end of there at the car as well. Didn't seem to be handling great. At the end of this race, his tires were down below 70%. So no surprise it was having a hard time making it through the corner.
Uh-huh.
So ChrisBaldPaul gets to burn it down now at the start-finish line. And we'll pull him in for an interview momentarily, but that was a good race there by Chris. He did a great job getting to the front and made a great strategy call. Hit at the right time. Had a good drag-out race with Sleesher there at the end. And he's going to come across as the leader. And, you know, I feel like that's deserved. He had a pretty good race. He had some rough patches, but at the end he was able to come in clutch when he needed to. And he's trying to do burnouts. There he goes. And a race that has involved so many spins, so much smoke in the corners, is going to end with smoke on the front straightaway. We are now going to pull in the race winner here in a moment. Against his will. He has not consented to this, but he won the race, so that's basically giving consent for an interview.
Yeah.
If I can pull this man in. He's actually no longer in VC, I don't believe, so we are not going to pull him in for an interview. Oh yeah, Ryan, yes he is. A different name. Chris, it's time for your non-consensual interview. How was that win, buddy?
It was awesome, man. Like, you know, I just took a big gamble and it just paid off. Other people thought about what I did, but they did the same thing, but they just didn't come out the same time I did or as fast as I did. But this was a great win. I think I got most laps led, so that was pretty awesome. And I'm just looking forward to Auto Club. I mean, even though Pocono is next, just Auto Club is where it's all gonna happen. Just really happy. Like, I really wanted to get another win. Just went back to back, and the points, it's gonna look good.
Yeah, it's certainly going to look good for you in the points after running a double points race. Now, did you know that Sleesher was close to running out of fuel on that last run there when it was just one-on-one there at the end, or?
When Icky said like his name in the chat, well, not in the chat, in the VC, when he said his name, I realized something was up because nothing happened to him. So I knew he took less than of something of what he was supposed to take. So I figured, like, it was a thought in my mind that he didn't have enough gas left, even though he got to the line. But it was a thought in my mind, but I didn't really think too much of it. But it really paid off in the end. Huh?
As soon as he hit zero as soon as he crossed.
Like
as soon as he crossed it.
He hit zero at the line, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now, what exactly went into the call at the end there, the strategy call to win the race? Like, how'd you formulate that? What was the gamble exactly? Because it seemed like most people just took fuel and no tires. But it seemed like you didn't actually take less fuel than anyone. You had 325 at the end of the race. There was a couple guys who ended either at 0 or around 160. So, for you, what was exactly the strategy call there that paid off?
So, like, I was a second behind Trainwreck before the pit stops, and then I realized, like, halfway into the run, I'm not going to catch him because the car wasn't driving the same. It was probably just the tires, but it didn't feel as good as it was feeling at first. But I knew I wasn't going to catch him, so I knew I had to pull it off somehow. And I knew that he was thinking of taking tires, but I think he only took 2. Well, no, there's no option to take 2. I think he took tires, and probably half a can, but in that run, I knew I wasn't going to catch him, so I knew I had to pull something off. So I just went down, clicked off of tires, and I just took 1 can. And then when I was passing by, I realized Sleesher was coming out like right when I was going into turn 1. So then I realized that he did the same thing too. So we had a good laugh about that. And then it was on the battling, and then I got tight. I hit the wall, but I was still behind him by a small enough margin, and I think he got tight and hit the wall at the end, and he was trying to send it in, didn't have enough time, and I just came through and just got the win.
All right. Well, that was a great win for you there. Anything else you want to say before we send you on back?
Nothing much really. Just looking forward to Auto Club and just hopefully sealing the deal and getting the championship.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Congrats.
That was ChrisBaldPaul. ChrisBaldPaul. He's not balding today. He's a winner today. Sitting in victory lane. Now we're gonna pull in Sleesher now. Sleesher.
Hello.
Hello. You ran out of gas at the line. What the? How did you manage to calculate the fuel down to the exact milliliter? That's what I want to know.
Well, so I knew I had to overcut to gain time on them, and I also had to take less fuel than them, so I had to stay out as long as possible, and I did that. And then, honestly, it was a guess. I saved when Chris was behind me, so that way I would have a little bit of a buffer, and then those last 3-4 laps was all out, and it was just luck that I ran out at the line.
All right. Well, do you think you had a chance to win it there at the end? It seemed like you had a decent shot. Then the last couple laps, it kind of came undone. Was the car just driving badly at the end, or?
Yeah, the car got pretty tight at the end because I didn't pit for tires, and yeah, they got really tight, and I couldn't run the line I wanted to run.
All right. Well, I mean, coming in second must hurt, but it's a double points race, so you're going to get a lot of points out of this one. How do you think this is going to impact the championship battle for you and everyone else?
I think it's going to close the gap to the leaders, which is good. I might pass Train, maybe Remy too, in the points. So that'll be good.
Got a question. So, when you were coming up to that last lap, and you saw that you were at 40 fuel, what were you thinking? What was going
I wasn't
through?
thinking. I didn't even look at my fuel. The only time I looked at my fuel is when I crossed the line. Yeah. A good win for Chris. I mean, he led a lot of laps today, and we raced pretty clean at the end there.
Now, did he intentionally give you the spot, or give you the time back after he put you in the wall with, I think, 7 to go? Or is that
when
just...
he froze and spun me out, so he gave up a bit of time. So
okay. I didn't understand what happened there. It looked like it was a bad block or something. A lot of lag going on there, but well, congrats on second place. Shame you couldn't win it, and good pit call. That was I mean, down to the exact unit of fuel. That's tight. So good job on that. Anything else you want to say out here?
I just hope to do the same, maybe even better at Pocono.
All right. Well, good job, Sleesher. We'll see you next week at Pocono, or next 2 weeks from now, I believe, at Pocono. So yeah, see you, man. That was Sleesher. Second place car, ran out of fuel at the line. I'm gonna pull some more cars in here for interviews. Next, we're gonna drag goodsquare in and then crease them. So we're gonna pull in goodsquare first, because we always have to interview goodsquare. It's like it's like required. Goodsquare, you here? What's up, goodsquare? Decent result for you today. Not as good as you may have hoped for, but still pretty decent. Double points race, always good to finish up there. So how was it for you out there? I know it was a pretty eventful race.
As you saw, I kept getting screwed over every single restart being in the race. And then I guess I found something that made me pass, I think, like, the whole field in 5 laps. So, yeah, it started getting good at the end. And for the final few strat, I actually would have been where Chris and Sleesher were. I did the exact same thing Chris did, except I entered pits too early, so, yeah, that messed myself up.
Yeah, it seemed like you had a slow pit entry as well, and I mean, it was an eventful race. Is there anyone out there you're beefing with after this one?
Joel.
Joel, well, not really Joel. I mean, championship-wise, of course, Chris, because he's the main competitor now. 2 races to go. It's starting to become between me and him. Remy maybe as well. It's gonna be fun these last 2 races.
Now, Pocono and Auto Club, are those two places you think you can win, or challenging tracks for you? They're
Auto
both.
Club, I've been
First.
when we did like the first ever fun races for these cars, I was like, really good there.
Mhm.
And Pocono, I haven't driven there in a long time, so we're gonna have to see about that.
All right. Yeah, Pocono's always a wild card. You never know who's going to be good there, who isn't. It's such
Yeah.
a unique track, unlike anything else on the schedule. So
Oh,
yeah. Anything else, Good Square? Any other notes from this race?
I think it was pretty decent. I got pole and fastest lap as well, so those are 2 extra points. So yeah, I guess on to Pocono.
All right. We're gonna pull in Crism after this, I believe, and then we'll actually
Do it. Yep, do it. Well, congratulations, Good Square, on the P3.
Yay.
But we're not gonna interview Crism, as
No,
he
we
didn't
are.
get a top 3. I don't know why we were
Nope, we
picked
are.
to interview him anyways.
Nope, we're doing it.
No, we're not. So thank you very much for watching Jackal Racing. I'm AJ. That's AJ. That's Jake over there. And thank you all for watching. It was a very entertaining race. Glad to have you all along. And I hope to see you all next, I believe, 2 weeks from now for Pocono. And the season finale after that at Auto Club. So, yeah. Peace out.